Hello friends, this is Brain from GameBrain.media. Visit my website for unique content that is not available on Twitch or YouTube. This video is a part 3, Mudrunner noob tips on white knuckle trails. That's the map. And what we're doing is a comparison of the samurai trucks in the game. I ran 4 of them yesterday in part 1 and part 2 of the series, and really I got split into 2 parts because my internet failed in the middle of the stream, and then it restarted and restreamed. But yeah, it's really just one video. So this is part 3, but really it's only my second run. I took 4 vehicles out yesterday, and I only kept 1 out of 4. Today, we're going to run the vehicles that I'm already familiar with and I already know are awesome and that they work in the game. Well, they work fantastic on the trails, and that's the most important thing, right? So let's jump in, and we already have, oh no. Oh, okay. We already have White Knuckle map showing, White Knuckle Trails map showing in the thumbnail here, or the image on the screen, but the trucks are not selected, and I really don't want to go through that whole process again. So I'm just going to continue where I got, my stream ended yesterday because I just couldn't get a good solid connection. Well, we're going to pick up where I left off, and hopefully it's going to have these 4 samurais parked right there at the trailhead to short and sweet. So, same trail we did with the earlier 4 trucks, and here they are. I'm going to zoom out, try to get this a little easier to explain. Okay, so the truck on the left, that is called the Lifted Suzuki Samurai, I believe, and it comes in red or white, has some really good tires, and um, on the red one. The white one has good tires also, but they're a little narrower and they're maybe a different compound or tread pattern. So I find the red one to just be a little better. I like the appearance of the white one better, and it's really not white. They call it light gray, but whatevs. All right, now the black and orange one, the pumpkin, or the Halloween truck. You notice its axle looks like it's been moved forward, or its front end has been moved rearward. It's got a really short, stubby front end on it. 0 approach angle, actually negative approach angle, right? Compared to the one on the left there, has a pretty good limited approach angle. But that black truck, black one with the orange roll bars, that also comes in blue. Has different tires on that also. So there are variants to almost all of these trucks or vehicles. But I think the black and orange one is my all-time favorite samurai in the game. Until I found the little red one. That's called Breggles. Let's see if Advanced shows us the names of the trucks here. All right, so Suzuki LJ80 Upgraded is this little red guy, or a little maroon burgundy color one. And that is prefaced by, arrow bracket, and then I think it says Breggles Garage, close arrow bracket. Then it says Suzuki LJ80 Upgraded. There is an LJ80 hardtop that's just like a stock vehicle, no lift, standard, all-terrain street tires, like it's little skinny tires. This little thing, though, you're going to be blown away. I mean, this map, short, this is not a crawler, but this thing will go through mud and gnarly trails, and it's so tiny that doing switchbacks and mountain trails is spectacularly fun. All right, so this, the black and orange one, let me get out of advanced. Well, I got to have advanced on for the labels to show up, apparently. And then I got to go to change truck. All right, well, this one just is coming up as Samurai Red. Rock Runner Samurai, like I said, comes black with orange roll bars, and then it comes in blue. The one on the far left, red and light gray, which really looks white in game. But this one here that I'm currently using is pretty much a stark white. Maybe that's why he toned it down and called it light gray. So I'm going to jump into this guy just to try to get the label on the, I think it's called the Rainforest Samurai, lit up. Suzuki White, W-I-T-H-E. Yeah, he misspelled white, but I think it's called the Rainforest Suzuki Samurai. And the thing about this, it also comes in another color. I think it comes in orange, is its other color. But the orange one also has an external roll cage. It's almost the identical truck. Well, I'm pretty sure it is identical. It might have different tires, but anyway, long story short, on that truck, it seems to have a stock engine, but a remarkably pimped chassis and suspension. So it's kind of underpowered, but I took it through a lot of stuff and it went places like crazy. Um, I'm thinking the Rock Runner Samurai is definitely pimped in the engine, and in fact, it is because when it runs, you can hear it going glug 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 glug, like it's got a hot cam. Anyway, they're all little four cylinders, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to start with a truck that I know will go through here, no problem. And learned this yesterday. This is the easiest approach to this trail, is to start over there. There's a couple of pinch points where your front winch or front bumper is just going to auger into a wall of rock. So you really need to approach the obstacle from an angle, so you can get your tire climbing and raise your bumper up above the lip. This I call the paint grinder. This ravine is just going to grind paint off one side or the other, depending on which way you have your vehicle canted in here. Grinding away on the door. Oh, geez, it's so painful. There's no other way to do it, though. I mean, you can't straddle it and save the paint. Maybe in some maybe a Hummer could do it. But let's see. I'm gonna hit F. No, not F. I'm gonna hit R, and then downshift to too low. Come on, too low. Try to crawl our way out of here. Huh? Look at that. The rear wheels weren't even turning. They aren't turning now. But we got diff locks engaged and all-wheel drive. All right, cool. We're good to go. All right, so crawling in too low is going to probably be our saving grace yet again. So now that wasn't really I don't think my bumper or stinger or winch would have augured into that rock wall. I'm trying to get this thing to roll backwards. Nope, ain't doing it. All right, so we're gonna have to shift. I'm gonna back up. I'm trying to hook a tire up on that lip, but it's such a short wheelbase vehicle. Yeah, I really fear for that Bregel's Garage vehicle. Whew, made it up that because it is such a tiny short wheelbase. Yeah, I probably should have taken a different approach angle, but fortunately our front tires honked us up that. Oh no! And then I should have hit the brakes at the top. I wouldn't be upside down. So let's see if we can just pull the rear end down. I think that would be the best option. Oh, shit. I'm on the wrong attachment point. Damn it. Okay, let's try that. All right, so that would be the best, like I said, attachment point to... I could have eased it down this hill. So I just wanted to drop the rear end and make it more like it would have been had I not had to winch. So I'm going to say that's driver error rather than vehicle error. The vehicle could have done it if I was being a little more cautious or had my steering wheel and shifter hooked up. Ha! I guess you could say everything yesterday for the vehicles that failed was driver error. User error. All right. So, like I said, this truck I was pretty confident would get through here without a hell of a lot of trouble. Kind of want to square up on this a little more head on. And then hook that tire over that lip. Come on, there it is. Okay, now, short wheelbase, real slow descent, and then gas it. so that your front tires pull you up the minute your front end hits the bottom of the descent. Oh, wow, we got lucky and crossed that. Now, see, that little short, tiny Breggles is going to struggle like crazy through a lot of this. We'll see. It seems to have, like, a lot stronger diff locks. It's kind of weird. All right, so I'm trying to creep down this and not, yeah, do a head over heels, headstand. All right, so now we're looking at the green strip, and I think we've done this before and learned our lesson that the best way to get through this section is in low. Yeah, I should have kept it cranked. Just right over that lip right there. Right there. Yeah, now we got some traction. Come on, we're going to hook a lot. We're going to hook a lip on the rock. There we go. Aha! I didn't realize we were already at the end. But this is where I was talking about yesterday, going far right as you descend. So I guess I'm going to shift and see if I can hit if I was to go, damn it, I got cocked sideways. If you went far right and then tried to swing this turn, that seems to be the line that I've had the better luck with. And ta-da! Well, we got through there. As long as I can get down to the road. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Oh, no. Ah, I boned that. Damn it, was just about to say, I jinxed myself. Was just about to say, if we can get down to the road without winching again, we would have been doing good. But you know, short freaking wheelbase on the vehicle. Oh man, I gotta get this camera. Come on, there. That looks like what I want. I just want to pull that rear end down. Get me pretty close. Yep, get the engine running. Now let's disconnect the winch. Hope that inertia doesn't just bone me. Okay, and try to back up and redo this section. Okay, so coming through here, instead of dropping into the hole, boy, they're really not. Oh shit! Oh no! All right, so now this is total catastrophe, total driver error again. Gonna drag the vehicle on its wheels. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is get to where it would be about the same as if I had come up this gap properly. Is there a way to avoid donking into this hole? And I think there is, by hugging the left here. And not doing a header, since it's such a short wheelbase and such a steep drop. Oh man, yeah, it's kind of tough. Oh, I'm gonna end up going down here in reverse. All right, yeah, from that angle, boy, it sure looked like the fuel pump would have quit by then. Oh, I can't believe this. Okay, so the whole goal is just to not winch. And even though I had to winch to get myself out of trouble, this truck's approach angle and exit angle is really, really good. And we'll get you pretty close. Okay, so I think what I need to do is not hit the gas and steering at the same time. I want to get the wheels cocked before. Oh, gas it, woohoo! Well, no, that was fun. At least I got out of there. Watch me roll it coming down this hill. That would be funny. Okay, So that's one vehicle through short and sweet. Had two winching incidents, or was it three? I guess it was three. Um, so we're going to stop the engine, change truck. We can't use change truck right now. Get out of advanced, go to F1, jump into the Rock Runner. All right, here comes Samson. This dude just gets it done. Little longer wheelbase. Somehow, I don't know if it's because it's custom chassis. You know, that whole front axle is like so far forward compared to the other one. Or maybe it's just that these are, vehicles created in a video game and don't exactly match real world Suzuki Samurai um, dimensions. All right, but this bad boy should get through here with nary a hiccup, except for me. We're probably not going to grind. Well, yes, we are going to grind paint. We're going to damage the engine too. Really? Yeah, it's just tough crevice to get through. Okay, real slow down the hill. Long enough, longer wheelbase than the other vehicle gets us up that. Less approach angle, no bumper to bang into. Same thing here. Bam. Up and over, easy peasy. Alright. Gonna hook this. Yee. Alright, before I drop down this little precipice. Oh man. I'm gonna park it for one split second. Alt tab and check the stream. It seems to be running. Yes. And I'm gonna go ahead and test my chat overlay. Okay. Bam. Now, I don't see the in-game chat overlay, but it might be on a really, really heavy-duty delay. Been having a lot of trouble with streaming software lately. And my Wi-Fi. I'm on shared Wi-Fi amongst an entire building. Yeah, they can't. They didn't rewire the old building with internet access, so they just put in Wi-Fi repeaters, and it's garbage. So I'm using my cell phone. All right, well, we got through that by hitting the brakes on our descent, and then gassing it when the front wheels get down there, to where they can draw us forward and not get us stuck into a headstand. All right, now here, yeah, with the other vehicles, going over to the left was the ticket, but this guy's got ground clearance and an approach angle that just makes it easy. So the truck is still fun, challenging, and presents, and requires driver skill. You can't just bomb through here. There are a couple trucks that are almost like cheaters. They'll go anywhere. And I think that's because in the mod software that you use to create these trucks, there are settings for the amount of grip that you can assign to the tires. And each vehicle creator just makes it up. They don't know if this tire has a grip value of 8 plus or 10 plus, or does it go to 20? I don't know. But there's variables, and they just pick what feels right, and they try to tune the truck by playtesting to make it feel like all right. So here we are looking at the exit pit with that rock that we just kept getting high sided on. And like I said, I'm going to try to go down here to the right. Oh, trying to hook around this rock so that it wouldn't get stuck under my belly. Get me high sided. And now we're going to go down this. Yeah. Took a little different angle. I think we can get down here without flipping over. All right. Let me turn off all wheel for a minute. Ah, yeah, I was hoping it would be front-wheel drive. Turn off diff lock. Yeah, I'm not liking that either. Just gotta get the... Ah, there we go. Just needed to get that front tire. It's still pinned. See it there on the left? Stuck under that ledge of rock. There, now we're free. Ta-da! All right, baby. Excellent. Got through that. Oh, without winching, but doing that little trick almost boned it. Okay, so I'm gonna line these back up. Park them like I stole them. I just park them like I had in the other scenario, the starting scenario. Okay, advanced. Bam. Stop engine. Get out of advanced. F1. Now we're gonna go to the LJ80 upgraded. All right, boys and girls. Look at the difference in wheelbase between these two trucks. Go ahead and start the engine. Turn off the park and brake. Back it up just a smidgen. Come on, go backwards. There we go. Okay, so the wheelbase is definitely different, right? Oops. He's trying to nudge it forward. It's like all or nothing, man. I wish I had my steering wheel and clutch and shifter and everything. All right. Well, can't get it sensitive enough to, by the time the accelerator engages, or gears engage, it just starts hauling ass. So anyway, you can see it's a pretty small truck compared to the other one. And here we go. Like I said, I got the sounds turned down, but this thing's kind of like an angry sewing engine, or a sewing machine. Little engine's just... I freaking love this truck, though. I'm going to be surprised if it gets through here without a hitch. I mean, it doesn't have quite the approach angle for... that bumper is going to auger into a rock wall before it climbs it. So, probably going to have to make sure that we attack this with a little bit of an approach angle, or, a proper approach angle. Hey, this thing might be skinny enough not to grind the paint on the walls. Tend to doubt it, though. All right, man. I don't know why it's being so finicky about... Doesn't like automatic, so we're going to go in too low. Oh, yeah, we're going to grind paint. Wow. We just don't even have power to turn the tires being stuck in here? Am I going to have to go to low 1? This would be the first time that low 1 ever served me. It's usually such a granny gear that it doesn't get you anywhere. Alright, well, let's try automatic, and let me back up and get a little different working angle for these front tires. There we go. I'm thinking that we just had a tire bound up, like stuck under a rock. And now just keep trying to get up this hill. Oh, man, look at the body damage. It should be doing massive damage. Damage model on some of the user trucks just doesn't exist. We should be all dinged up and bashed up, but yeah, that's not happening. Alright. Well, this is an obstacle that I'm pretty sure this little buggy is going to have to... Oh my god, can you believe we went over that like so effortlessly? I really thought we'd have to winch up that thing. Alright, so here I'm going to try to turn the wheel so I'm not grinding a bumper first. Oh, it just doesn't have the engine. I'm going to get my wheels bound. Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa! I got lucky going down that drop off. Wow! See how the like? Look at that. Two tires in opposite corners are actually spinning, but I'm bound up on that wall with one tire not spinning at all, and not enough engine to uh to make it happen. Okay, the first person perspective is so fun to drive in, but it's also so dangerous because you can end up flipping it. And oh, I don't want to back up, but I'm absolutely bound. Gonna have to downshift. Too low still isn't getting us there. I really don't want to back up because I'm afraid, something might happen. So let's try one low. Total granny gear, can't even turn a wheel. So we are pretty bound up. This truck is one hell of a challenge, but every once in a while it surprises the hell out of you and just climbs shit like it did a minute ago. All right, gonna have to get a little bit of background or a little bit of reverse. Trying to get these tires unbound. I'm wedged against that rock. No, the rock slider's not touching that rock. Well, in this truck, the passenger or if you were in the driver's seat, the right front tire is on mud. The other tire is on rock. The rear tires seem to be wedged. So we're gonna have to back up and go high to get the rear tires through that gap. There we go. Wow. Oh, I can't believe it righted itself. It's got the low center of gravity, baby. All right, now this, I know, is a super steep drop off, right? So we want to gently gas it and then gas it hard when we get down to the bottom. Whew. Yeah, I maybe could have just gently gassed it or rolled down with gravity. Interesting little truck, man, I'm telling you. Oh, it's like Weebles Wobble, but it doesn't fall down because it's got such a low center of gravity. All right, now, maybe here, too low is going to get us over. So close. There it is. Oh, yeah. All right, now, see that dirt, that mud strip in the middle of those two little green patches? I think going to the left of that rock instead of straight up that rock is probably, the solution here. But I might just plow forward. I think this thing will go up that rock. All right, we're in, and we're just gonna see if we can get up this face right here. That black samurai did it. Holy cow! Wow, wow, and wow. Well, no winch so far. Oh man, I just jinxed us. And I think now we're coming up on the exit pit. Nope, not yet. So I've been on this trail at least 8 times now, and I'm still don't have it memorized. But if you get to here and you want to wuss out, you can go to that left grass trail, and you're out of here easily, right? But we've been going through the gap on the trail proper. Oh yeah. So that final rainforest, that white Suzuki with the blue roll bars, is going to be quite interesting, I think. All right, so here we are where I want to go to the right, try to get around that rock, instead of high-siding on that rock by heading straight at it. So, oh, getting over there to the right is pretty tricky though. All right, so yeah, I can see my brush guard is augured, or we're hitting the rock right there. Oh boy. So we are in a pickle. So if I can get the tire on the right up high enough to lift that front bumper over the rock, I think we might be able to make that turn kind of pivot style like that. But can we get through the gap without rolling it now? I think we could if I downshift. Or back up just a little bit and get the... yeah. Seem a little screwed here. Oh, it's still working. It's still trying really hard. Oh, got forward a couple inches. It's just what I needed. So close. All right. I won't have reverse, but I'm going to go for too low. Really thought one of these tires would be start turning. There it is. It's turning. There's a point. So I'm just getting bound up. I got a wedgie. Put on the parking brake. Let's go to too low. That front bumper is hitting that rock. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, we definitely took a different angle on it that time. Alright, so I think now is time for too low. The rear tires are free, so they should get some traction, and it looks like the front, if I can swing it hard enough this way, might crawl us up. Nah, I think my rear end's getting pinched between those two rocks. And I really don't want to back up a hell of a lot because, okay, I'm going to let it roll backwards, maybe try to rock it out of here. So I'm hitting the gas. And letting it roll backwards a little. Try to get a slightly different angle on it. Ah, boy, it looks like it wants to go so bad. Let's see if a granny gear can do anything. God, we're so close. And every time, you move the front tire just a little bit, and in some spot, it starts spinning. Yeah, the one front tire is spinning and the other is not. All right, well, I don't really see much choice. I'm going to have to back her up. Try to get that whole rear end. more up on this other rock. Or in just a different... I know that this little tiny guy is going to get high-sighted on that rock. Well, alright, this maybe isn't the most compelling video to watch, but you'll find yourself doing this. If and when you play or buy this game and grab these vehicles or any vehicles in any track, you're gonna be hell bent on, I want to get myself out of this predicament that I got myself into. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb up on this freaking that rock that keeps pinching me. Try to get the rear end. There it is. The rear end came around, baby. We are there. Now, if we can get down here without incident, oh no, then we are good to go. And we will have made it the whole way with this rig. And no winching. Whew. Alright, so yeah, there's a nice easy exit. Oh shit, really? I did this with one of the other vehicles. Oh, look at that. We got lucky. The rear end came down to earth. Whew. Okay, so I understand that not everybody's going to like this little truck, but it's just stupidly fun to me and cute as a button. Look at it next to its big brother. Just hilarious. Right? I almost got the rear tires lined up there. Look at that. The thing's like 2 feet shorter than that Rock Runner. Awesome, stupidly fun trio of trucks. I think I'm just going to do this because I know these boys are badasses. Okay, so now we're going to go to advance. We're going to stop the engine, not burn the fuel while it's just going to sit there and idle. Then we're going to go back to advance, and we're going to hit F1, then we're going to go to the other truck. And that is the white Rainforest Suzuki. Like I said, great suspension, kind of a little softly sprung, boingy boingy, and it seems somewhat underpowered. But I was actually rolling it pretty good. I was chasing guys in trucks that are like, all you have to do is press the gas and they'll climb anything. There's a couple of those vehicles. One I think is a Land Cruiser. Now this thing's tearing it up so far, no problem. And I had a good time in this truck. I thought it was pretty capable. But, I did flip over. I did go upside down. It's a short wheelbase, so the trails we were on lent themselves more to the super trucks that the other dudes I was rolling with were driving. So they had to turn around and come rescue me a couple times. But, we were doing gnarly shit at West Virginia for Jakarta. And I got to say, I'm fairly impressed with this vehicle thus far. I mean, it's just... Oh! It's just badass, and I got careless. I should have crept down that hill. Let's see if I can quickly rescue myself from getting back into. Just bring the rear down as if I was going down the hill. Okay. All right. So let's just pretend that didn't happen. Like I said, I was getting careless, being impressed. Oh shit! Oh shit! Wow. Okay, so notice how much it's bouncing. So very softly sprung. So I need to slow my roll and let it soak up more of the damage than run with a heavy foot. Ooh, yeah. Well, so it is a little tricky to run this guy compared to the others because it is so softly sprung. It doesn't feel like badly underpowered though, and largely that's going to be gearing. So, okay, as long as I chill, Slow my roll. Get down that hill, no problem. Get a little closer to the truck, maybe. Got a lot of trees in my way. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the little Brexel went over this way. Or the LJ80. But this guy, I think, has the clearance. Yeah, we can go a little more direct route. Huh. Well, the terrain is just sucking us into the same pattern. And we got up it. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. So let's see if we can just bang out. Let me get a little closer. My camera's going wild. Shit. Trying to get off that section on the right. Or, yeah, on the right. Oh, a minute ago I mentioned the right, and I confused my right and left. Okay, so I want to get over far enough that the right passenger tire can get away from... Man, I just keep getting stuck on that guy. Okay, well, we're going to hang it hard now. There we go. Oh, wow. Well, I'm going to say this has got to be about wheelbase. Because that Brexel went up this thing. And, I think my rear right tire must be stuck against an abutment. It might be underwater and just making this a pain in the ass. Yeah, look, that right rear tire is not moving at all. So I'm gonna have to go back to automatic so I can back up just a little. See if we can. Shit. Okay, strike one. Let's see. Advanced. Let's grab the nose of the truck and try to yank it over this way. I should just be trying to get it on my feet. There, got the engine. Go. Poop. Okay, let's pick a different attachment point. Oh boy, sometimes you think you got the right. I did get high on the roll cage and go in the right direction, but it's not getting me out of here. It's not. All I want to do is get on four wheels and I can drive out. So let's see. How can I do that? Advanced, high on the roll cage. Man, thankfully we're running this Mudrunner spin tires mod with a 100-foot leash or a 100-foot of winch. All right. Well, hey, this truck's got a damage model at least. That's kind of cool. And we are on our feet and we are going to get out of here. Just got to have the right angle, man. I got my rear tire wedged under a rock outcropping or something. I don't know. Really don't know. Can always say it's driver error because it usually is. Sometimes it's, geometry and physics. Okay. We are coming up on the exit. Oh, man. Wow. I can't believe we're spinning tires so much when we are this close. Maybe the truck's just got some pretty high gearing. And if I slam it into too low, maybe this gets easier. Huh. I bet that that tire that's underwater is clipped under, or yeah, there's something happening with that rear tire. So, wheelbase and soft suspension is kind of funky on this truck. Let's try to go this way. Ah, rear wheel's out of the water. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, this camera is so hard to deal with. Okay, so now the other tire that's underwater is an apparent problem. Okay, now let's see if I can get it going. Wow, the wheelbase width, or axle width. Oh man, we're so close to getting that one rear tire out of the water. God dang it. Man, we were right there. Well, maybe. Oh, engine stalled. I'm too far on my side, so I'm going to have to winch. Well, this truck is tough to get through here. I don't really love its appearance, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of slack here to try to force my way up this fucking hill again. All right. If I throw in reverse, I'm afraid I'm going to potentially tip over into where to where the engine stalled. All right, so what if I just drag my ass backwards and take a nice run at this and get a little momentum bounce happening? So I think that's the rear winch source to a tree somewhere out there. Yeah, that was not ideal. So now, there's that. Like I said, there's the sissy way. Over to the left, there's that green strip of grass I could run out and be done. Well, I guess maybe I won't be taking this truck very often, and maybe I will uninstall it. It's pretty softly sprung, not a lot of power. Even in too low, it was giving me fits. But whatever. It was fun, and it's got a nice damage model. How did I get here? Sideways in a ravine. Yeah, I know how I got here. I got here from winching myself like a dingbat. But it's tough, you can't always tell which little dot. Like, it'd be cool if the dots were color coded. All right, so anything like starboard and port, it's green on one side and was it red on the other, and then fronts and rears maybe were white and yellow. Oh, there's that rear tire clipped under the frickin' rock or just stuck on a little little cliff. Oh man, we were so close. It felt like it. We were starting to move. Okay. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and try to assault this thing in just too low. Get a little bounce. Get a little momentum. Maybe stay to one side so the rears don't get hung up. Man, this thing is just like the other vehicles are wider axled. They just have more power, more grip, softer tire compound to get more traction on the rocks. It's that one rear tire again that's jacking us up. Let's see. What if I just hammer it on the left? I was going to try to hold hard to the left. Hope I could get a bounce on that rear tire. And not enough room to build momentum to do that. So let's try to go high on the right. And hopefully that front axle will get us out. Nope. Engine stalled. Well, I've had about enough of this. So we're just going to go ahead and drag this rear axle over that chunk of rock that it kept getting fucking hung up on. And I'm going to leave that winch attached just in case I just sit here and spin tires endlessly. Yeah, this vehicle doesn't look like it wants to do this section. Okay, going to the right. Oh, gas. I think this vehicle's high enough that I'm not going to get high-sided on that little rock. That's such a pain in the neck. I should probably do this in too low. Try to get a little different angle of attack. Oh man, it's really jacking me around. Alright, well, yeah, I think I'm going to ditch this vehicle. It's really pretty finicky to drive. Man, what the hell? I gotta mark it down to traction of the tires or gearing. Okay, so let's put it in too low and see if it'll just chugga chugga. Nope, it doesn't like that at all. That one little frickin' rock, can you believe how much trouble that fucker causes? So yeah, approach angle, ah, or approach, yeah, the way you approach the obstacle changes everything. I'm gonna end up stalling. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna back down this obstacle because I'm pretty sure I could get in that groove and then drop in down here. Oh, guess it. Oh, didn't guess it hard enough, fast enough, but at least momentum took me over. And you know what? We're gonna leave this little wreck right there and grab this screenshot. Hey, man, you can't quite see that it was a short and sweet trail unless I zoom out a little. There we go. Okay, close enough. Well, I see no reason to take that truck back through the trail. As much as I love the way it looks, just like the tire compound is slick. It's not a rock crawler. I don't know. Maybe it's better for a mud. I don't know. Um, yeah, I can't. Are those TSL Thornbirds? Maybe. Well, kind of. Kind of. Nah, are they? No, I think the black truck has. Yeah, I don't really remember. I have not been in the market for tires in a very long time. But whatevs. Um, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and restart and do part 4 which is going to be taking the three good trucks back up the opposite direction of this trail. But I just want a nice break point, and I'm going to take five and be back in a moment.